Welcome to the most fashionable podcast you will ever tune into. I am Mr. HB Fashion.
Your boy Rome with Fashion.
And this is Button Up, episode number 1. We finally made it to YouTube. Finally, bro. Oh, man. How's it feel, bro?
Feels amazing. I cannot wait for people to hear this. You'll get to see an outside view of us and people just to interact with us along this journey. So it's going to be great.
Yes, sir. But with that said, guys, if you are into fashion and you're fans of us and you're fans of the live podcast that we were doing on Instagram for the last 2.5 months, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We are officially here on YouTube. We'll be posting every single week on Thursdays. So be sure that you hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you never, ever miss a podcast. Eventually, we will be posting these on Spotify. We'll just have to troubleshoot that, figure out how we're going to do it. But for now, stick with us here on YouTube. Don't forget to like the video so as many people as possible can see the video like how you are right now. And feel free to fill the comments in with any commentary that you have on any topics that we're talking about. Feel free to chime in on any conversations. And it's going to be a vibe. If you guys are not following us on Instagram, I don't know what you're doing, but be sure to follow us. That's how we get your questions for these podcasts that we're going to be talking about. And also is where you can get one of the best fashion advice on the planet. I feel like I could have chopped that up a little bit better, but you know what? It is what it is. guys, it's episode 1, so you know what? We're just trying this out as we go.
Yes.
But yeah, Rome, how are you, my boy?
I'm doing great. I was just chilling at my friend's parents' house. Pretty fun. We all had a great time. Really chill. Got to mow the lawn with one of those riding lawnmowers where you like actually can sit on it and stuff.
Right.
That was pretty chill.
All right.
So,
right. Dope.
But how are you, my D?
I am great. I have some behind the scene things going on. Some connections I'm making. Can't disclose them right now, but eventually you guys will see it, and I cannot wait for you guys to see what I got cooking. So it's gonna be a great time. YouTube is finally back in my life. Excuse me. In terms of trying to make sure I'm staying consistent with posting, I went from posting like not at all to like maybe like once a month. Now it's like once a week, but now I'm aiming to shoot for like twice a week. And eventually I'll get back to my original posting schedule, which is like 3 times a week. So it's a vibe for sure.
Yes.
Yes, sir. So, but with that said, if you guys are not following us on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all that jazz, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know how you found this podcast, but go follow us. Make sure you go follow us. It'll be a smart decision for you. Get some fashion advice and fashion inspirations. But yeah. All right. So guys, how we're going to typically go about this, just give you a little bit of snippet of what we're doing. The format we're going to follow is we're just going to chop it up, talk about some topics that we collected while we were waiting to record. And when we burn through all those topics, or at least most of them, we will then focus in on some questions that you guys have submitted to us through Instagram. So yeah, and we will give special shout outs to you guys in the comment sections if we can read your username properly. But more on that later. But yeah, yes. So just bear with us for now. But for now, let's just go and get into a topic. I guess I will shoot us off first. So, I kind of want to talk about the podcast a little bit, kind of like what our goals are for it. Right now, you guys are listening to us, just listen to us just talk. Where you're just seeing like a little bit like a thumbnail that I put together for us, and eventually, I would like to let you guys see how this podcast slowly grows into something a little bit better as time goes by. So eventually you'll start seeing more visual representations, because I know like having like a video like output as well not with an audio will work tremendously better for interaction with your audience. So eventually we'll get like webcams set up so that you guys can see both me and Rome's faces while we're in a space. You'll see me in my office. You'll see Rome and where he records in his office. I guess I can say that. And but just so you guys know, we are not like in the same room, like not at all.
No.
If you guys are new to this, then you will be inclined to know that I am in Indiana and our boy Rome here is in Washington State.
Yes, sir.
So right now we're doing this pretty remote. Actually, I think that's one thing that we can kind of like put like an edge on our podcast. Have you heard of anybody doing a remote podcast with like other people? I know Kevin Samuels does something similar to it, but he kind of does it solo dolo. You know what I mean?
Not really. Like, I don't hear the lot that pop off, and I definitely haven't heard one that's remotely that's fashion wise as well.
Well,
so this is going to be very interesting, and I'm gonna love to see us take off with this.
Yes, sir. But yeah, I think I like it. But eventually, what I'm trying to get to, guys, you'll see us upgrading it as time goes by. You'll see us get some webcams. You'll see our faces. And then eventually we will start bringing in some guests. If you guys know the legendary Mr. Cam Styles, our boy Cam, I know he's been popping in every now and then with the live podcast on Instagram. So he'll come in as a special guest every now and then. I'll make sure of it. So you guys will be able to see him, or at least listen to him, talk to us, chop it up. And we'll also get some nice other guests as well, like Drew in Color. If you guys are familiar with her on TikTok, she seems like a really, really cool person. I would love to chop it up with her, get her on the podcast, kind of pick her brain on a couple of things. And probably maybe some bigger names too, like shout out to Trey Bryant, Mr. Little. I would love to get them on the podcast just for like a segment or something, just so we can kind of chop. Again, I keep saying chop it up. I'm not sure what that. I'm not sure where that's coming from. I don't know. But yes, man, I would love to have them on the podcast just so we can go over some topics, talk about how they started out with their journey. So yeah, if you guys have any suggestions about who we should bring on the podcast, please let us know. It would,
please,
and also probably even better, just send this podcast to that person and tell them, hey, they would love to have guests on there. I think you'll be great. So yeah, just go for it. No one crazy, please.
Yes.
Man. And then eventually, if the stars align, if the planets align, life agrees with us, I would like for us to have our own studio, where we can do this in person.
Oh, yeah.
I'm planning on, having my permanent residence resign in Texas. That's where I'm originally from, but I'm moving back in about a year. And I have big plans in terms of like content creation, and this podcast has a place in that plan. So I'm not sure about our boy Rome, but I would love for him to come down, maybe change his residency to Texas. I don't know if that's something that's in the works for you, my boy.
It's a pretty big deal because your boy is from Washington,
right?
One of the coldest. I wouldn't say coldest states, but it's by far the rainiest.
Right.
And then Texas, no rain all the time.
Yeah, it's hot.
So it's gonna be a culture shock too.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like my girl, she's been living in Indiana like her whole life, and she loves Texas. She's been there when she's visiting, but it's an entire different vibe for just like living there, because like she could just say, "Oh, I can suffer the heat for like 2 or 3 days and I'm out." Nah, you in it, and you gotta suffer, and it's year round. like like that whole winter stuff that went down last year, man, that was such a freak of nature. Like that never happened. Like it was so cold. Houston froze over. You know how cold it has to be for Houston to shut down and freeze over? Like, no. That rarely happens. I'll be surprised if it happens again by the time that, everything blows up. I'm successful. We're both successful. The podcast popping off. I'll be shocked if it happens again. But I don't know.
I would cry. Dude, that was terrible because people were not smart. Everyone was like, hey, what's the alternative here is on?
Okay. To Texans' defense, we don't deal with snow. Wait, we don't
That's true
deal
though.
with it.
That's true.
Like at best,
We
we might get like an ice storm, but like in Dallas or something like that. But that's about it. No. This was like a blizzard. This is like something like New
yeah.
York has to deal with. Like this is not something that we're equipped for. So of course, like bro, we shut down the cities just for like 3 inches of snow. Okay, like it, we are not equipped for this like at all. So yeah.
Oh no. Even clothes wise too. Like my boy Cam though. Y'all better go follow him, by the way.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
If you saw his outfit, my man was on point. He had that fur, the fur type winter coat. He had the turtleneck. He had another jacket. I think a hoodie, and he had some Thursday boots. Shout out Thursday boots. And he was just killing it with the black pants. My boy was equipped.
Oh man,
and,
I'm dead.
Yeah, but it was all bad. My friend Matthew was telling me about it, and it's just I don't know how some people survived. Apparently, a lot of people went like almost hungry too.
Oh yeah, like cities cities went without power for like a while, like at least a couple of weeks, and so yeah, it was real bad. So hopefully, if you decide you want to move to Texas, you never have to deal with that. But I ain't making no promises. You know what I mean? So
yeah, just because you got your connection to Mother Nature. You better be making your promises, bro.
What makes you? I don't know what makes this man think that I got that sort of connection. If I did, I guarantee you, I guarantee you, if I had that sort of superpower to control the weather, you think I would ever let it get above 85 degrees in this country? Therefore, when people complain to me about having a layered outfit in August, I'll just say, okay, cool, you're complaining, all right, bet it's gonna be below freezing in your city next, boy. How about that, huh?
Oh my gosh, the best part about it was when you're like grown A-word men too.
Oh yeah. Just grown A-word men just coming in my comments and be like, it's too hot where I live, bro. I do not care. If that's one thing I just do not understand. If you have lived in Arizona, Florida, California, wherever it is, Venus, I don't care. If you have lived there your entire life and you're still complaining about the fact that you cannot dress for the heat and you do not know how to do it and you're a grown man, I don't know how to help you. I really don't.
You gotta go. Buddy.
Like this is something that your mom, it's something like your mama should have taught you, like when you were like 13, bro. Like I have no idea what is going on, but I can go on a rant about that, but I'm not going to because it's the first episode.
That could actually lead. This is going to lead really good to my topic because
all right,
I got a good one.
All right, but yeah.
So,
but wrapping up. Yeah, eventually I would like to have Rome live with me in the same room to doing the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
It would be a vibe. But but we appreciate you guys sticking around, help watching us grow. So yeah, be sure to like, comment, share, all that jazz to help us grow.
Yes, sir. But for now, next topic.
Yes, sir.
So we were talking about a couple weeks ago. I think actually maybe a month ago. We were talking about what would drip be during winter and fall, right?
All right.
Now we're talking about is drip is still a thing. Obviously, it's still a thing in some areas, but vast majority we've been seeing hate. We've been seeing the basic wear. We've been seeing everyone not even really buying it as much, or if they are buying it, there's mass productions of like costs, like doing Sheen hauls, Fashion Nova hauls, all that jazz.
Yeah.
So is it officially is drip officially dying? Yes or no?
I think my theory is correct because and I'm assuming we're talking about drip like content that we're seeing all over TikTok.
Yeah, we're talking about that.
Yeah. So the people who gained some clout for that, for copying each other's styles all summer long, these were kids. These were people who had nothing better to do during the summer unless they were in summer school because they failed during the virtual school year because of a certain pandemic. But these kids who rose to popularity, they're back in school now, so they not to crap on them or anything like that, but people don't know, trying to do content creation full time, or at least when you gained a following the way the kids did, and you're trying to keep up with a consistent basis in terms of trying to create videos and stuff like that, it gets hard when you're trying to juggle school or a full-time job, you know? And now that these kids are back in school, one, they're starting to realize, oh crap, I'm dressing just like every other dude, you know, in this school. So maybe this whole drip thing is played out, which again, I called it. But at the same time, they're not wanting to create any content for it. So what's next?
Definitely.
Yeah. So I think that's where we come in, the real people like me, you, Cam. And we come in and we give them the real substantial advice that will provide them some value. So I think our suspicions were correct. Drip is dead now.
Definitely.
But if I were to say, oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I agree though. It's like there's so much like it's being overplayed at this point that some people are looking around like, dang, I'm basically you, and they're like, yeah. And now we're stepping in, and they're like, oh, this is cool. But now I'm seeing also hate, which is weird at the same time. So, it's just like, what's going to happen at this point? Like, what clothes are people going to be into?
Well, I don't know. And honestly, I'm not in the particular, like, mood to, like, figure out what's going to be popping off and stuff like that. Because in terms of what's going to get more likes and stuff like that, I'm going for, hey, what are people actually buying? You know what I mean? So it's like, what are we in? Like we're on as of recording this podcast, we're in the last day of August. September is about to pop off. It's going to be in terms of the calendar is concerned, we're officially 21 days away from the first day of fall. So retailers everywhere are starting to pop off with their, you know, fall stuff. It depends on your location, but excuse me. And at the Target where I'm at, they're already dropping flannels, overcoats, the puffer vests, that sort of thing. So, yeah, I'm gonna recommend to people like what's trending or like what's coming back into style is according to what's being sold out and what's being asked for from consumers. Not from what these guys on TikTok are recommending. But if I were to say, if drip were to somehow survive the fall and winter, I would say it would probably just be I don't know, like, how do you dress your GTA character when they do the winter stuff? You know what I mean? Like, you do the same thing, but
you really you hate drip.
Yeah, bro. Ever since like people started coming at me about the whole like you have no drip thing, like this is what the heck is this? No. You guys have lost all my respect for it. So anytime I could dog on you guys about it, not in the sense of you don't like, I want guys to explore their style, but when they become freaking modders in the field and just think that they just know all because they have a few thousand likes on a video because their outfit looks semi cool to a bunch of 13-year-olds, then no, you have no right to come in my comment section, even though I've been doing this for a few years. And I'm not gonna rant. But back to what I was saying, what's going to happen for drip in the fall and winter? You know how we had, like, you know, boxer shorts?
Yeah.
Cargo pants.
Yeah, definitely.
That's it.
No, also you got to remember, what else was popping off last year?
Well, I guess like the oversized like straight jeans were popping off as well. Oh
no, sorry, my bad. I was thinking tops. My bad.
Oh, tops. What we're gonna see? A lot of varsity jackets coming back.
Yes.
Flannels. People are gonna wear flannels hoodies. like unironic sort of thing. Ooh. Like,
dude,
what's up?
You know what flannels are gonna wear?
Oh no, what?
The mismatched flannels.
Well, what do you mean?
Like when one side would be red and black plaid, and the other side is gonna be yellow and black. I have a hate for those. I'm sorry to people who wear those.
If y'all bring those back, I always tell my audience I do not like making content like just crapping on people's sense of style. But if y'all bring those back, I will make a video on it so fast. Like so fast. I don't care. Like that looks.
It's
Oh my god. I can already
it's
see it
all.
now. But
Oh yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I low-key have like I think the bigger thing about the whole drip thing is because I had a bunch of people, and I'm talking like followers, being super hypocritical in terms of like how they gauge the whole temperature thing when it comes to their clothes. Because I would wear a flannel like way before, like, flannels were back in season. I'm talking like June, because we had a cool front and it was, light enough for
Yeah.
me to have something light on. I like to layer. So I put on a flannel, and you just had dudes in my comments section coming at me saying, it's too hot for that. What the heck are you doing? I'm like, okay, like, it's whatever. But you see those same people in someone else's video who is sporting a varsity jacket, an oversized one at that, one that had real authentic leather on it, and I'm just like, they're just like, bro, where did you get that? Where did you get that jacket? I need it for this weekend. I'm like, bro, are you serious? Are you serious, my guy? Like, I don't know. I think there's some sort of cultural bias when it comes to people who have original ideas when it comes to style versus what people are like, looking, or what people are really like what's getting them a lot of views and likes and stuff like that. Or I'll say their friends, because these same people, they don't want to make content like that.
No, I'm totally with you. It's like people are more biased when I was like, I would be wearing like a button up, but if I were to wear a flannel or a light jacket, people would be like, "What are you wearing? It's 100 degrees." I'm like, dude, do you not know what light jackets are for? They're meant for windy days windy on a kind of like warm, but it's getting closer at night. That is what a light jacket is meant for. Is just to keep you sort of warm, keep you that good. Give you that good breeze, but not keep it cold.
Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We all don't live in Orlando or in Arizona or wherever the crap you're from. Like, we all don't live there. Like, even in Texas, like Fort Worth, Texas, where on average it's like what, 85 degrees at the lowest on a typical summer day.
Jesus.
Yeah, you can find pockets at night or when it's raining to do some layering of some kind, and you'll be okay. And plus, there's such a thing as air conditioning in whatever building that you're in. And if there's not, one, that's a legal issue in terms of when you're in the summer. And second,
True.
Theoretically, if you have a good outfit underneath whatever it is that you're layering, you should be good just by taking off the jacket or taking off the sweater, the cardigan, whatever you're wearing. I don't know. I'm trying not to get in rant mode until at least like episode 5 or something like that. So you'll have to check me on that.
Y'all ain't ready for HP rants.
No. I'm about to get like a soundboard or something like that, and be like, like air horns, something like that. Just whenever I start ranting, you're just gonna hear and you just hear me just go off.
Yeah. I know, that would be dope though. Like, we had like a segment and it was like 8B rants, and then like dun, dun, or God. Air horn, like the little air horn thing, like the auto button.
Yeah.
Like, dude, that'd be
pretty dope. Oh my God. Oh man. You guys are in for like a doozy, trying to see how we're gonna figure this out. So I hope you guys are enjoying. Like the video if you are.
Please share to a friend.
But yeah, but all I just kind of talked about in the last 5-6 minutes, all hyperbole. That's if drip is still continuing, but for the most part, it's dead. It better stay dead.
I'm gonna be real. I think it's never necessarily gonna die, just because the unironic of it and the ironics. Is that a word?
Yeah. No, I get what you're trying to say, and I agree with you. Like, once a style, like a certain style, like blows up, it never truly goes away. You can always see someone like years later still sporting it. Like, for example, the other day I saw someone wearing a Supreme T-shirt still.
What the?
Yeah, like they're still wearing it. Like I'm like, is Supreme still a thing? Like, is that something?
Well, it's very active in the skate community because that's what Supreme grew up on skate in the late 90s, and so when it came out, it was mainly I wouldn't compare it to Thrasher or nor Bape because it's its own thing and it has its own values. Because if you ever watch the movie Kids, that's where its value they come from, like Skater Kids and the Skater Life. But like,
Right, yeah,
I think some people just wear it actually just because they enjoy Supreme, and I don't think that's wrong. It is a box logo though. It's not that special. It's
yeah,
not worth what it's supposed to be
right.
put out to. But also, there's a meaning behind it, so that's why I don't really have that much hate behind Supreme. But if you rely your style completely on hype beast wear, you gotta go.
Yeah. Bro. I'm gonna create my own brand. I'm not gonna even disclose it that it's mine. I'm just gonna create it, put it out into the world, and just watch it blow up. It'd be the most dumb thing ever. I just have no idea what it's gonna be. Like I'm gonna bring. Oh my god! You know what I'm gonna bring back.
What?
Like those fabric, like I don't know what you call them. Like you wear them like on your wrist. Like basketball players used to wear them a lot. Um, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh!
yeah,
Not the
yeah. I'll
headbands for your free wrist.
yeah. I'll put like an image of it on the screen, but like, yeah, I'll bring
Oh,
those back.
wristbands.
Yeah,
We're freaking
wristbands.
stupid.
There you go. Yeah, I'll put.
We're stupid. We didn't even think of that.
Yeah, I'm bringing back wristbands just in a hype beast way. Just have it blow up for no reason. I'm just gonna pay a bunch of kids to be like, "Hey, yo, I need you to like share this all over your Instagram and like tell all your friends like this is what in style and gatekeep it to hell for like a month and then let it leak where you got it. Just watch the brand explode."
No, that would low key be funny because like you know what's fun? You know what's like always came in style, but got out of style.
What's up?
Jorts. It comes in style and then gets out of style.
Here's the
Comes
thing.
back in style.
I never see jorts anywhere. At least not on
Are you
guys.
serious?
At least not on guys. You know, girls hella wear, jean shorts, but that's just the whole entire thing. But I never see guys wearing jorts. Like, I don't know where people are still seeing it.
You gotta come to watch. No, I'm just kidding. But like, no, if you think about though, so 2002, 2000, whatever, we wore them. I'm talking about society. Society wore them as oversized,
Right.
huge. Like dudes who were like mediums would get 3XL. And then so the 2000s came, and then we wore it to our knee. But instead of that one like darker denim that people used to like the dark wash denim, we came in with the light blue and we kept it at our knee. That's like 2012, 2015.
Right.
Then back in 2017, 18, we decided let's bring back really short shorts because I don't know why. I don't know why we brought back short shorts. Kind of cool actually because I don't mind it. It's actually kind of cool look.
Right. Yeah. I don't mind it, but it's just one of the things that got like played out to hell. And like, and here's the thing: it doesn't look great on all guys. Like, there are some guys who are just short. Like, for example, like I'm like 6 foot at best. Like, and I can wear a 7-inch shorts and have it still look like I'm wearing 5-inch shorts in comparison to a dude who's like 5'7" or 5'8" who's wearing 5-inch shorts, and just proportionally it's gonna look the same.
Yeah.
So I don't know it. But I don't know. I never seen anyone wearing jean shorts. I don't know. Maybe I'll run into Ja Rule at the mall or something like that, and maybe I'll see him wearing them. But I don't know.
Ja Rule. That's best. That should be illegal.
Man, I want nothing to do with Ja Rule. He's in all types of. Is he still in legal trouble for that whole Fire Island thing that went down a couple years ago?
Oh my god, dude! Let's not even talk about that. We can't. Let's not be controversial.
I don't think it's a Can you get demonetized? Well, we're not even monetized on YouTube yet, so like I mean, we can probably just be as reckless as we want. Ooh, no, I won't do it. But
No, we're not.
But yeah, I don't know where you keep seeing them. I don't know where people keep seeing them. I hear people complain about them more than I'm seeing it. That's the whole thing.
I'm kind of with you on that because like a lot of people do hate Jordans, but at the same time, they were always going to be worn. It's just what length do people like them at?
Right, exactly. Um, yeah.
All right, let's transition to another topic.
All right.
What is your topic, sir?
All right. FedEx, the wonderful,
Ooh.
well, not so wonderful, shipping company. Um, they are apparently, allegedly, stealing people's Nikes while in transit.
Oh, so what you're saying is, so what I'm hearing is, are people like delivery driving themselves, or like is the company hiring people to specifically
Well,
steal them
from what
themselves?
I heard, and just from the resources I saw, it was like a healthy mix between like distribution centers, like people working like in warehouses and stuff like that. They'll see it, they'll package, they'll know what it is, they'll know what it looks like, and they'll just like either they'll take the shoes all together, and just like the shoes won't be delivered, or they'll which is something I think is even more insulting, they'll swap out the shoes for something else. um
That's crazy.
yeah,
So like reps, like will they swap them out for reps?
not for reps, but they'll get them for like real Nikes, but like Nikes that like one you didn't order, and two it's like they're brand new, but it's not something that you ordered. You know what I mean? Like it's a
Dang,
yeah,
so.
yeah. So if like you got the new Travis Scotts or something like that, and you just
Mm.
you just got some generic looking ones, coming back to you.
Did you know the homie Maven got the Travis Scott's off GOAT?
Are you serious?
Yeah, he is one of like the few people who got him.
Oh my god. Um.
Yeah, Maven's a G for that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Shout out to Maven, bro.
Shout out Maven.
We need to
Can't
get.
wait to. Oh,
Yeah, we
y'all are
need.
not ready.
Yeah.
Another
Yeah.
big boy fashion creator. Y'all
Yeah.
ain't ready for.
Yeah. No, y'all are not ready for it. We need to get him on the podcast for sure.
Yes,
For sure. Um.
for
But
sure.
yeah. So what are you doing if you order some Nikes like that? Like you spent a good what? You got off retail price for one, just off the
Yeah,
by the grace of God, you got them on retail price, and you're waiting on them. It'll take what, maybe like a week or two to get to your place.
yeah.
You finally get them, and it turns out your order is like some fresh ones, but it turns out they just put some blazers in there. How you feeling? Oh, and
I'm
the
I'm
blazers.
I'll
No.
be pissed because you cannot. This is so.
Oh
We
my
are in the
god.
worst generation of shoe collectors right now.
Right. Oh,
I do
obviously.
not care what anyone says. Like your collection can be so cool. But like I see so many people buy more than what they sell.
Right.
And like I think, yeah, if you have hard-earned money, that's cool. Like you can do that. You can start a collection, start small. But the problem is they're hoarding it, and like they'll have the same size of like the same shoe, like three different shoes of the same size. I'm like, okay. I mean, oh my gosh, three of the same shoes of the same size. That's what I'm saying. But like, it's just bad. I'm like, why would you even do that? But anyways, my answer to that question though, I'd be pissed because that's my hard earned money,
Right.
first of all. And why are people doing this? I should uh who said this best? Oh, Nick. You know who Nick is, right?
I know like 60
Rep
nicks. So
rep Rep Wars Nick.
oh yeah. I got you. Yeah.
Yeah. So he said it best. Shoes is just a shoe at the end of the day.
Right.
And
Exactly.
that is why reps are what they are. I'll be real, I think he did make reps what they are, actually. I don't think people want to say it, but he
Right.
did
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
them justice.
Um. Bro, I don't know. People keep saying like, oh, like once like it's the same thing like the whole drip thing. Once like back to school gets back, all these shoes, like this whole sneaker culture thing, it's gonna get better. It's gonna the demand for things are
No.
gonna be down. I'm
No.
looking at it. I'm like, bro, it's only getting worse.
Yes, because this is what's happening. Because we were inside our houses and we're just seeing on social media. Now we are at school and we are seeing it in other people. And we're
Right.
seeing how the fit of it is actually other people. We're seeing how many people wear it at school. And then college is even worse too, because when you're seeing dudes who actually try with their outfits,
Right.
you're also looking at their shoes. And then if you're seeing multiple of those guys who are also drippy, like drippy, quote unquote, or whatever it's just going to be, you're going to see them have those same shoes and want them. And then you're going to go get them and you're going to see how much they actually are. It's horrible.
Bro.
I don't think that is why I learned as a creator. I will never whatchamacallit. Why can't they promote reps? But I understand people why they get reps.
Right. Right. Well, as you shouldn't, you know, sport out rep. You shouldn't like, you know, have reps to be sponsoring you or anything like that. Now, if you have a company that like has like an inspired look, but what they create is like a completely original, but their look is just like heavily inspired.
Oh, those are bootlegs. Bootlegs are totally fine.
Yeah, I don't call them bootlegs, bro. That just has such a stigma to it. You know what I mean? But
I don't know bootlegs because there's actually like legit like solid companies that make bootlegs and they do, and like I like some of them better. And then I will hear from like shoe resellers or people who've been collecting them for years. They'll say bootleg sometimes are actually better than the actual of the actual shoe. Like the Bapesters, like people say those are way better than Dunks.
right.
Or they'll say the Fugazis are better than the ones, and that's kind of crazy because both of them look the same to me at the end of the day, but they are still different shoe, just inspired looks of one another.
I'm about to say because there's this one brand I'm like looking to try out. Like they're called Collegium or something like that. They're a Collegium, yeah. I don't know if you see them on Instagram. They're a California based company. Then they Devin on Deck actually shouted them out a few times on his page. He does it a lot actually, but they have like some shoes that they make.
I'm looking at them right now.
Yeah, and they're like inspired by like you see like the Dunks like inspiration, the Air Jordan 1 inspirations.
I like their take though on it.
Yeah, like it's some pretty good inspired looks. You know what I mean? And they look pretty dope. Like it's one of those.
To be honest with you, it looks like you can wear them with a formal casual look too.
Yeah, exactly. And I like this. It's a good alternative to you know these sneakers that people are like consistently selling out, and you just can't get your hands on them. I don't want you to do this. Basically what I'm trying to say. This is my answer to reps. Like, don't go for something that looks like that's trying to share the same logo or the same like details to what you're trying to wear, like with the Nikes and stuff like that. But go for something that has like an inspired look. You know what I mean?
Oh, you're right.
But they're like not knockoffs, because from what I hear from people, what I'm telling me when they buy from this brand, it's pretty damn good. But there's such a thing as like an inspired look. Like for example, one of the brands that I work with, Nothing New. You look at their shoes, you can tell. Oh yeah, they took their look from Chuck Taylor's, from Converse. But
what brand is this?
Nothing New.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you can see where their inspiration is coming from, but at the same time, it's a different shoe. Reps are just like knockoffs that are trying to be a replicate of whatever shoe you're trying to go for. And I know for a fact, if I were to wear these, I would be not even self-conscious, not even a little bit, about people like looking at my shoe being like, oh, those are fakes or whatever. But people looking and be like, oh, they kind of remind me of I was like, yeah, it's an inspired look, but it's a totally different brand. You should go check them out.
It looks a lot comfier.
Yeah.
It doesn't look mass produced.
Yeah.
And like I'm looking at the laces too. So I think you have your laptop pulled up if you're looking at it as well.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Actually, you have a pair, so you know what exactly they look like.
Yeah.
So when I put on like a Converse, it's very skinny look, right?
Right. Yeah.
These look more fitting. Like I kind of see Tim's when I look at them as well, like a mix of a Tim and a Converse.
Yeah. Yeah.
So also, you said you have a leather pair.
Oh, which ones you're talking about?
The Nothing New shoes. You have a leather pair of those, right?
No, I don't.
Oh, wait. Never mind. Okay.
Yeah,
So yeah.
yeah. They don't use leather. They're and that's one thing that they stand out from Converse. I know Converse has some like sustainable like a sustainable line in their shoes, but Nothing New. That's what they base their entire collection on. They use sustainable materials. So
Yeah.
so yeah. Uh but yeah. So I think that would be a good alternative to people wearing reps. And it'll definitely help with people, it's all about trying to get on that hype about buying like the latest and greatest shoe and stuff like that. And you run less of a risk of FedEx trying to steal people's crap.
Oh, definitely. So, what has you or I'm pretty sure you're sponsored, right?
What's up?
You're sponsored by these shoes.
Nothing New. Yeah, I am.
So, this is also Zach being real too. Speaking to the audience, by the way, and you would say you would prefer these over Converse, right?
Oh yeah, I would prefer these over Converse.
So, is the price more justified for a shoe as well?
In my opinion, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So y'all y'all heard it first here, folks. Even though my boy is sponsored, he's gonna be real with you. Also, my boy Cam Styles is always real with us.
Right.
And he said he would buy these over Converses, and he said the price is pretty justified. So definitely would you go check them out. I will probably cop a pair myself.
Yes, sir.
If I do end up sponsored first, that would be nice. But yeah, no, definitely I can tell by the price justified, and it looks like a really well made shoe and looks very comfortable from the silhouette of it as well.
Yes, sir.
All right. Leading from that though, into our next topic. Did we cover everything though?
Yeah, we got everything.
Okay. So, what is up with fashion TikTok? I don't think it's necessarily dying, but I feel like most of our, like, even big creators' views are down, and I feel like a lot of our pages is kind of like repetitive, and a lot of people look. When I look at some people's pages, they look like tired and like they don't really want to make this video.
Oh, it's not a. If you're thinking like, well, again, I can't speak for a lot of the people in our field, but it's not a hey, we're tired of making content sort of thing. It's we're tired of TikTok. Like I don't think it's a fashion TikTok is dead. No, like fashion content is not dead. Far from it.
Yes.
But content like creation on TikTok, like it's getting a little overplayed. It's getting a little oversaturated, and
definitely.
And people and TikTok is changing up their algorithm like so many times, and like just shadow banning people or like just like or they're like not pushing people's videos out the way they are, but they'll like sell out. And this is where we get to like a controversial topic, but they will for sure put out some OnlyFans girls' content out for sure. They'll support these chiseled out 16-year-old dudes getting quote unquote arrested in their content and saying have you seen those that cringy crap that kids are like blowing up, and like they're saying like they're getting arrested and someone's like calling their names like boys, and they're like I love you, and they're being pulled away like bro, I like went through like a
Zach.
good 2 days where I just kind of took off the app because I kept running into it. Oh my
Oh my
god.
dude. I like the parodies and like oh my I saw some dude actually legit remake it and he was serious too. I felt so bad for the guy because I think he genuinely thought it was an actual trend.
Oh
And
my
like
god.
I went to his page and comments were turned off in that video, I believe.
Like whoa,
And then people kept what?
like he got like actually arrested?
No,
Oh.
he redid the trend, but he thought it was legit trend.
Oh, so he like he recreated it and a bunch of people got in his comments but like, bro, what the hell is this?
Yeah, and then I believe he turned it off and then on other things.
Oh my god. Yeah. Guys, stop making cringe content on TikTok. Like we know like the girls in your class are gonna be like, oh my god, he's so hot, but like Chad is so hot. Look at it, look at his abs right here. No, guys, stop doing it, please. Like I guarantee you, like TikTok is no longer a kids app. I hope you know that. Like I hope people
Oh yeah.
realize that it is no longer a kids app, and now you have a bunch of people coming on here. It's one, not to get too controversial, but again, it's an over sexualized app. People
Yes.
are creating content just for like the shock value of things. People are making content just for the sake of it being like that's like an opportunity for people to be like so negative and backhanded. And people feed off of that. Like
It's sad.
like like that one creator that we actually had a topic about him a couple weeks ago, who made a quote unquote parody version of like my content.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
that guy.
yeah,
What
I
a
think he's up to like 170 or 180,000 followers. um
yeah. Yeah.
and he's doing it just based on like making content, quote unquote, making the same type of content that other people do. And I get the premise of it. You know, he's trying to get to see if he can get to 1 million, but at the same
Oh yeah.
time, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, once you hit that 1 mil, what's next? You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to like crap on the creator. He seems like a pretty good, funny guy actually.
Oh yeah.
And his content is really great. You know, he does put his own spin on it, but like at the same time, it's riding on the wave of that whole backhanded notion. You know what I mean? And it's something
Yeah.
that TikTok supports for all type of content like that. So like that one dude who is just copying people's content and stuff like that, like blatantly, Newman or something like that.
New main.
Newman, you can tell how irrelevant he is now.
No, the thing about New Main is he didn't blow up because he was stealing people's. He did blow up at first, but he continued to get bigger because he was disrespectful
Right.
and he had so much interaction that TikTok could not blow up his videos.
Right. And you have people on that app who would just have like terrible like actions and allegations out on them, but you see them make a video in spite of that and still get like thousands, like tens of thousands of likes, hundreds of thousands of views on their videos. And it's like you still have people who support them. So people like to support the negativity that TikTok likes to promote. And when it comes to they don't like, TikTok doesn't seem to like to push out a lot of informational or inspirational videos. So you'll see people like with making content for like fashion and stuff like that, unless you're literally pandering down to the lowest common denominator, which is like going to be like 16-year-old kids who are just obsessed with the popularity contests in their school. Fashion content probably is not the best way to try to grow your page on TikTok. Like it's to the point where it's like, I'm talking to like all the brand deals that I have. I'm telling them like, yo, like I know you found me and you're sticking with me because of TikTok, but now that Reels and YouTube Shorts are a thing, and they could potentially have the chance to help grow a more engaging community better than what TikTok ever can. Because YouTube and Instagram, they've done this longer than TikTok, and they're in my opinion, in some cases, they're doing it better than TikTok in terms of like
I agree.
doing like growing organically and stuff like that. And like keeping like your followers there. I just think that TikTok, like once maybe like in a year or so, it's gonna be dead. I know once a couple of the brand deals I'm dealing with right now, once they're done, I pretty much am just gonna kind of like wean myself away from TikTok. Unless I have a period where I start blowing up again, then I'll stick around and ride that wave. But up until that point, I'm like, I don't really see a point right now, Like if I just did not have these brand deals active the way I did right now, I probably would not be posting as much on TikTok anymore.
Oh no, I definitely agree with you. That's why I'm kind of glad we did this podcast. We're doing this podcast,
right?
Because I am to that point where I'm like, if I go a few more months and like my views aren't doing too well, Instagram might be the whole move. TikTok might not be anything for me anymore.
Right.
I think it's okay. Like I think that's okay because I'd rather focus on this and have an actual success. And there's still like with promos and stuff. I did do promos and I did get successful. That can only go so long.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
And it's kind of like, what do you do with this? What do you do after that? And like, also, I don't have limited money, and also I don't have limited clothes either.
Yeah.
So that's why, if you ever see in my outfits, they're mainly rotated, but I try not to wear too much the same thing because it's very boring if you do that.
No, I get that, and that's where it gets hard, and especially, and if it doesn't, and as a creator, if TikTok does not provide you that incentive of like pushing your content out, especially if you're being consistent as like they ask you to be, then as a creator, you're gonna want to like, okay, forget this app. But I tell you what, next time that a startup app is popping off and I see some real life traction, people are blowing up because of it, I am jumping on that train. Like I'm going to be the first fashion person on that app, and I am going to be posting all of my content 3 times a day, and making sure I get my community up there before anyone else. Like I want a blue check mark. Like I want a blue check mark before anyone else get theirs.
Well, there's wisdom, so
well,
in line.
well, it's, like I said, it's one of those things where I have to like. I imagine I have like a week window, like 1 week of a window to get my content on that app, and then hopefully I'll blow up from there because people are like, oh, where's the fashion content? Oh wait, there's one guy who does it. He's actually pretty good. And then like, oh, he's the only one we got right now. And then I'll grow from there. As the app grows, I will grow, and then we can go from there. And the developers of that app will be like, "Oh, he's one of the first creators that blew up. Let's have him on our feature page all the time." So yeah. I don't know. But then again, I don't want another TikTok 2.0. I don't want that.
Well, music. I would count TikTok as its own TikTok 2.0. I feel like Musically was what TikTok is. It's just you didn't have all those stupid.
You mean TikTok is trying to be what Vine was to the community?
Oh, you're kind of. Vine will always be its own thing, just because we had a different type of comedy. You had so many restrictions. The jokes were actually funny. And you know what the cool thing about it was? Anyone could have posted on Vine, and anyone could have popped off.
Right.
Same with TikTok, but I feel like staying successful on TikTok is really hard. Staying successful on Vine was so easy.
Right. Well, for one,
it just kind of sucks because what?
Well, for one, you're limited to like what 6 seconds of content before they switched it up and did like 15 seconds or 30 seconds or whatever.
Yeah.
And 2, no one took the apps that seriously. So the people who did take it seriously on the rarity, they had a fan base. And I believe they would have been not as like, oh, let's keep all the raunchy content, like girls over sexualizing themselves and things like that on the app. Now I could be wrong. Because last time I was on Vine, I was like what 16, 17 or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. If TikTok dies, good.
All right. Oh my! Do you remember the day that Vine like got removed from the App Store? That was
Bro,
so weird.
everything was that was a dark day. That was a real dark day for everybody.
I don't know. It was so sudden too because Vine was only growing.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know what happened. Like Twitter, was it Twitter who owned Vine?
I don't remember. Someone bought Vine, and then someone said, "You know what? We're gonna take with that money and do something else and sell it to somewhere." They did something with the money, and they wanted to put it more into some other social media. So it might have been Twitter. It was the worst decision because I miss Vine. That was fun days. I wish because also musically would not have been created. That was a
right,
horrible era.
right. And don't forget, Musically is TikTok.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
Well, that.
Like if in terms of like the whole structure of it, like the way you scroll, the very way that you check out other people's content and stuff like that, the For You page, yeah, that's all Musically. That I didn't keep in mind, I didn't use that cringe center of an app, but at the same time, that's where TikTok came from. TikTok used to be Musically. Musically tried so hard to be the next Vine, and ironically, in a twisted way, it kind of is.
Yeah, in a very twisted way. Sorry.
Rome's dying, y'all. Rome's dying. Y'all hear that? F in the chat for my boy Rome.
I drank too much water and it went down the wrong pipe.
You hear that? Drinking too much water. No, that's not water,
oh
y'all.
My God.
Okay. He is
Anyways.
drinking. He is drinking that hard stuff. You know what I mean?
Hey, you know what? Let's talk about Zach's hair. No,
oh my God, dude! I am putting on a momentarium on that right now. We're not talking about that until at least episode 6. All right, so
it's gonna be the second. We're either talking about that with Quan or Cam.
Oh my God!
Because I think those are the two best who can relate the most.
Oh my God! Okay, fine, whatever.
Okay, but
I regret telling you guys that story so much.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Y'all are gonna love it. But we are hitting that point. So I believe this is gonna be the last topic of tonight.
All right, cool. We'll do one more topic, guys, and then we will do a segment where we answer some of your guys' questions, and then we will probably call it a night. But yeah.
Can we should I explain how that works real quick for the questions?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so for the questions, by the way, it's pretty simple. Go follow us on IG, and I think Zach's going to insert somewhere right here with his cool editing.
Yes, sir.
And we'll post like on the night we're recording or the night before. Hey, we're drop some questions, drop some fast break questions. We'll put at the end of the podcast. If we get a lot, we'll probably pick the 3 that stand out the best. So we'll ask some really good questions, by the way. And then, our IG handles will be there. So definitely check out the IG story. And it'll be the last 15 to 20 minutes of it. We'll be answering those 4 to 6 questions. So, yeah.
Yes,
Zach.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. I was like, where's Zach?
Oh, man. All right, last topic I got, Donda. It finally dropped.
Oh, yes,
it
sir.
Finally dropped. Have you listened to it yet?
I haven't listened. No, because I've been away. So I'm very much with, if you listen to an album, you have to listen to the album. You got to take it in. I don't like to rate an album immediately too, because I feel like that's super unfair. Because my answer is going to vary from the next month or week.
Right. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I'm like halfway through the album, like in terms of like actually like having to like sit down and listen to it. Like I've had songs like, play in the background. I've kind of like just like, let it pass. But I want to like you said, actually like sit down and actually like listen to it and like give it a proper rating. I'm like halfway through it and I'm just like I don't know. Like I don't want to say it's mid because one, I hate that connotation. You know, I hate when people say things like that. Oh, that's so mid.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, like you're mid. Like, get out of my face.
Yeah, you're. I, I
But
will never get. I will never understand the hate of Kanye. Like, I'm not that huge a Kanye fan. I do respect his music, but like, he is what people do say he is. Like, I think his fan base is kind of correct when they say he is uh, what is it, an art visionary because he does. If you think about it, he has fashion, he
right,
has music,
yeah.
Kim.
I mean, does he have Kim? Does he still have Kim? I have not.
Oh my dude, that marriage thing, that was weird. I will say that though.
I
I was
they
confused.
are divorced. Yes.
Yeah, but did you see the picture though on Vogue? It was or Kanye even posted it, or came back to post it herself. It was the picture of them like basically remarried at the Donda event. The Donda, oh my gosh, I don't know if it's Donda or not. But
Are you serious right now?
anyways, yeah, they like had some type of marriage, but we couldn't see Kim's face. So people are questioning if that was really Kim. And also she was wearing all black like leather. So it's really hard to tell that she was wearing all black leather that night as well. So I'm like, did you really
Oh my
come
god,
prepared?
bruh. Oh my god. Oh man. That whole entire marriage is a wreck. Oh my god. But
It's uh he he suffers from a lot of bipolar, so I can see where it does it's a wreck, but also they're two totally different people, but at the same time I can tell they very much genuinely love each other.
right, right. I don't know. I don't want to get that too deep into it, but
Yeah, it's a big topic.
yeah.
It is.
With Donda, I would say it's not my favorite Kanye album. Just so far how I'm listening to it. Now I did like Jail, and there are a couple other songs that had got my head bobbing. You know, so
Yeah.
I give it like, granted, I'm halfway through it. I know the second half, people have told me that's where it gets like real like gospel like and stuff like that. Now this is what people have told me. I'm not sure about it. I'll have to listen to it for myself. But if I had to give it like an official rating, I would say, you know, it's Kanye West. It's pretty good. Has some pretty good features. Jay-Z, Lil Baby, The Weeknd. Um, I would probably give it like a good 8 out of 10. You know,
I do you're gonna give it that. I think that's pretty solid.
yeah. It's a pretty good album. I'm not gonna lie. Is it my favorite Kanye album? No, not in a long shot. Do I miss?
Which one is your favorite?
Shoot.
There's only one. There's only two right answers for this.
Hold on. I'm terrible at names, but I know the album. So let me just.
Beautiful, dark, twisted fantasy. There's Jesus. There's Jesus King, College Dropout, Graduation.
Late registration.
Layers. Okay, I was about to say that's good as I expect that.
Yeah,
I think that's a lot of.
Yeah, that
I
one's
definitely.
that one's definitely my favorite.
Yeah, I think that's good. I would. Mine's either between the beautiful dark. Well, I feel like I'm about saying this. The beautiful dark twisted fantasy. I feel like I'm saying this wrong though.
Mm.
I might be saying this wrong. If I'm saying this wrong, sorry, Kanye fans. No offense, because I have really bad memory. Even though it's one of my faves. I always feel like I say it wrong though. But that or College Dropout, that's a great surprise. The College Dropout album cover is definitely my favorite by far.
Right.
Well thought out. I want to buy. Do you know who Cyril Palmer is?
I do not.
Cyril Palmer. He's on TikTok. He does mainly shoes, but his fantasy collection I want all so bad.
Right.
He owns a 1.5K College Dropout T-shirt because it's a merch drop and it's one of the best merch, and it was made very Kanye.
Right. Yeah.
It was made very high quality as well. So it was like, I believe it was like 50 to 100 at the time, and now it's worth like 1.5. Some people just sell for $3 $1,000. Crazy.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So crazy collection that guy got. But yeah.
But yeah. I don't know. Give the album a listen, guys. I highly recommend it. It's pretty good. I like it.
That's what's up.
Drake got some new stuff coming out.
Bro, the album cover.
The album's
oh
finally
my god.
He teased this like what last spring. So we're finally getting it this Friday. So I cannot wait.
I'll be real. People are gonna hate when I say this. I'm not that big of a fan of Drake.
Oh my god. Cancel this man.
Yeah, I know.
Cancel this man now. Cancel this man now.
It's just not my favorite, but I can respect Drake. I know he's a great artist. I'm well aware of that. He seems like a cool dude. He seems like a cool dude as well. He has some moments, but yeah, he seems overall pretty cool. How do you feel about the heart in his hair? Do you feel like that's more of a meaning that people really think it is, or he just likes it?
I mean, it's Drake, so I don't know, bro. Like, I don't question. After the whole like Lil Nas X thing, like over the last like few months, I just don't question like what celebrities do anymore. I kind of just let them do their thing.
What I'm saying.
I let them do the thing and be like, you know what, Jesus, take the wheel.
Yeah. By the way, we're not controversial people. We do not care about anything that's actually like in. I don't know how to say this without getting monetized or demonetized or whatever. But yeah, we're not hating on them for their specific standards of living. I don't know what the word would be. But no, yeah, I like both their music, but I'm not. I can't say I'm a oh my god, I almost a certified fan. I'm an actual fan of them though.
Oh my god. But yeah.
What?
No, I'm laughing at you, bro.
I was trying to explain that without sounding bad because we're not bad people. I just don't want people to think
we're not bad.
We're not liking it.
We're not bad people. You know who
reasons.
You know who says things like we're not bad people.
Bad people.
Bad people.
That's like one of my favorite quotes from like 21 Jump Street. You know who says we're not narcs?
Narc.
Narcs.
Oh my god.
One of the best quotes from that movie.
But yeah, guys, we just have a very like in the middle perspective when it comes to a lot of things, especially when it comes to celebrities. We at the end of the day,
we say we for it. I'm just
kidding. Oh my god. At the end of the day, I don't care about what a celebrity does. I will have some inner opinions about it. Probably be like, oh, that was kind of crazy. And I'm thinking more from like a business perspective. I don't know why we're explaining ourselves like this, but we did nothing wrong.
Dude, I'm not trying to get canceled. No,
look, by the time we blow up, it'll probably be like around like what episode like what 100 or something like that, and we'll be well like our fan base will be like, yeah, it doesn't matter. So, and if you guys are listening to this now, ride or die, you know what I mean? Like, don't let us get canceled. So, but then again, we haven't said.
I cannot wait to post this stuff.
We have not said anything worth canceling. So, like, I'm not.
No,
like,
we gotta take this out because people would actually take this whole part out. Let's say it because people are gonna try to find ways to.
Oh my god, I'm not gonna take it out. It'll be fine. You know what I mean?
Oh my
like, bro. It's not like the whole Kodak thing I said or like what a couple months ago. So we're good.
You gotta stop.
Oh my god! Yeah. If we get a Patreon, like I will definitely disclose that.
Oh my god!
I would definitely disclose that. So if we get a Patreon, yeah, I would definitely do that, and only Patreon listeners will be able to listen. Oh man.
I would love to get a Patreon. The thing about Patreons though that make me mad is when people charge like freaking $20 for it.
Oh no.
Like,
no. I don't imagine us charging anywhere more than like $5 for our Patreon. Like
that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't like. No, that's ridiculous, dude. Yeah. That's gas right there for some people.
But that's big boy stuff. But yeah. All right, let's go ahead and move on to some questions. So we can get this thing wrapped up.
Yes.
Guys, we're taking your questions from Instagram. Anytime we promote it, we will put an option for you to drop any questions you guys have down below. So be sure to go follow us there and interact with it whenever you guys do see it. But with that, first question I got is real basic. Like I've said, it's like real basic day one sort of thing.
Yeah, I got some.
Yeah,
got some too.
yeah. What is your guys' goal in terms of content creation?
This is not basic. What the heck?
I'm
That's actually
assuming
a really good question.
I'm assuming he's asking like a long term, like I guess like 5 years from now, do we still see ourselves doing like making content and stuff like that?
You want to go first?
Yeah, you can go first.
Okay. For me, I don't see myself. I see myself. This is just to be honest with all y'all. No hate towards anyone. This is fashion, as most fashion careers. This is mainly you either do it for promos, or you love it. I'm more between because I do love making fast content, showing people, but I do not get the views I'm justified for, which kind of upsets me because it upsets a lot of people that don't get the views that they think they deserve. But also, that's just my thinking as well. Someone else could be like, "Oh, your content's not that good," and that's okay. Like, that's your opinion. You're fully obligated to that. But for me, as a not really. To be honest with you, I would love to do something with fashion. If not fashion, it's definitely going to be this podcast and then real estate. And so, yeah, those are definitely my long-term goals for any type of. Oh, I forgot the question was creator, but I don't see myself as much as a creator besides this podcast, really, because I don't know. It's not my where my heart is at. I would love to, but it's more of TikTok and Instagram and YouTube. And you gotta be really for as well. And constantly I'm not, because I have a lot of things like health issues, blah blah, all that. So yeah, it's hard to do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I got
but yeah,
you.
for me, I don't see myself doing all that.
Well, for me, I definitely do see myself still creating content 5 years from now.
Yes, sir.
But it's gonna be more on the. Yeah. It'll be a better version of what you guys are seeing now. Like if you guys are subscribed to my YouTube channel and stuff like that, you guys will definitely see.
Will be 30.
Yeah. Oh my God. Don't do that to me. But but yeah, you guys will see a much better version of myself. And the content in terms of like what you guys see on a day to day. But I mean, by 5 years from now, I'm hoping to do this full time. You know what I mean? Not just out, even if my content like is not that great, just out of the sheer like longevity of it. You know what I mean? It's like,
oh yeah, no.
like if I'm not like I'm almost monetized right now, so it's like to the point where it's like if I hit 25, I'm 24 now, but I turn 25 next June. If I'm not monetized by that time, I am doing something wrong. Like. Like I don't care what type of content. I don't care what type of content people are like. Oh, it's all about the process or anything like that. No. At that point, I'll be like, okay, I've been doing this for like more than 5 years now, and I'm not monetized yet. I'm doing something wrong. But to answer the question, I'm wanting to do content creation as far as I can go, but this is not just like the peak of like whatever I'm trying to do. I have my own business. This is a brand I'm trying to build up where it's like multiple clothing lines, multiple collaborations with like, you know, huge companies, but it's going to be basically the blue collar man's GQ, where I'm curating a bunch of brands, a bunch of like advice that the average 9 to 5 go to work, come home, maybe you save up a paycheck to buy like the sweet jacket that you saw. It'll be catered towards you guys, the everyday guy. Not that I have anything against GQ, but it's something I think that's missing in the market, because when you think of fashion, you think of a lot of like high-end stuff that you most likely will not be able to afford. So that's what I want my brand to be the thing that people can go to as a resource to either one, get some good quality clothes that's original straight from the brand, or they can see some dope recommendations in terms of like, hey, where can I get a good watch? Where can I get this and that sort of thing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's kind of like where my plans are as far as it goes. And will I have a division for my company to, still do the content creation? Of course. But with that, I want to make sure that it's not going to be losing in the terms of the quality for that, because like I see GQ's YouTube channel and everything like that, and it's it's popular because it's GQ. But if I were to get a job, working for the social media team, I'm like, okay, cool, I can make this better. Like I know what it'll take. I know what it'll take to make this look a lot more appealing. And basically, your whole social media team can be its own entity, if it really wanted to. But I figured, hey, why give that to GQ if I can just do it for myself? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, definitely. And I'm with you. It's I'm kind of on that because if I'm like that as well, where like if I could do something better on my own terms, I'll do it.
Right, exactly. But that's sort of what my goals are. So yeah, thanks for your question, bro.
Welcome. All right, moving to my question. This is pretty simple. You want to go lightning round this?
Sure.
Yeah, best fall color combos. You can go off first.
Say it one more time. I couldn't hear you.
Best fall color combos.
Best fall color combos? All right, bet. So lightning round on this. Let's talk like fall colors. You want to go the ones that you want to like have like a bold, like let this be like the how you want to say this, the accent. Like this is like the color that helps like your outfit kind of pop out. This is your typical fall color. So like a golden yellow, red, orange, that sort of thing. Warmer colors. That's gonna be the vibe of it. And then you can pair that off with like some very neutral colors, like white, gray, black, maybe with some really like a really vibrant like yellow or vibrant red to kind of keep up with that whole like flannel theme that people like to go for.
Yes. Agreed.
And you can go for like a dark blue, like for like dark wash jeans or something like that. But yeah, typical colors that pretty much any guy can rock for the fall. So
that's what's up. For me personally, I would say brown, beige, and white. I like keeping that earth tone monochrome kind of look.
Oh, earth tones are nice.
Those are really good set to me.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
I said earth tones are real nice.
Oh yeah, especially in the fall. And then also with some yellow, brown, and white, keep it also like kind of like brown monochrome. Not really monochrome, but not even earth tone type thing. It's just fall colors that stand out. And I would also say you can go for an all black kind of look too. That's a really good look in the fall. And if you add a dash of gray in there too, really professional look in my opinion. And just keep it really chill. And yeah, just like keep it all black on top and then shoes be gray. I think you hit it right there.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Moving on to your question, or your last question.
All right, last question. Let's see. It's coming from my boy Eric. I'm not sure how to pronounce your username, but I'll have you listed in the comment section below, bro. Shout out to you for this question.
Yes, sir.
His question is: does sneakers go well with a suit? I would say only one pair of sneakers are acceptable when it comes to wearing a suit, and it's only for a very casual, like you're dressing this suit down, like you're not, going on to the nines with this, and that is going to be a pair of all white leather sneakers. Now, when I say leather, I'm not talking like your Air Force Ones. I'm talking like the Thursday boots, premier leather, like they look like a shell shoe sort of like inspired look. Yeah, you want to go for that shoe, and it has to be all white, or at least off-white. If it's gonna have some accents to it, have it be like an off-white accent. Because I know like some places have some that are pretty good like that. Like Fear of God has some pretty cool looking all white leather shoes like that. But that's the only acceptable sneaker, in my opinion, that can go well with a suit. What are your opinions about it, my man?
Dang, I was literally about to say that. I'm not saying that just to like for time reasons. I'm literally with you though. I think that is the only shoe because I saw John wear fit with it. Like he made it look good, even like casual, formal. He wore actually it's like kind of a streetwear mixed with a casual and a formal. Right. He wore like some type of blue hoodie, I believe, or it was like a black hoodie or blue slacks with a blue jacket, and then he wore the white sneakers, like the other ones you said. And also off-white would also be a good swap if you didn't want to do all white, just off-white. Right, is a good swap. So yeah, I definitely agree with you, Zach.
Yep. But yeah, and if you want a good pair of all white sneakers, go check out Thursday Boots. They're not sponsoring this video, but they do rock with your boys. So be sure to go check them out. I'll have it linked in the description. Pretty solid pair of sneakers. In my opinion, they last a long time. They're still pretty white. So yeah, go check them out. High quality, cheap price. Well, cheap price for the quality, but you guys know what I mean. All right. Any more questions?
Yes, and this is gonna be lightning round too because we get this so much. Or I can just answer it if you want me to because we get it so much.
Oh, we'll see what it is.
Best place to get flannels.
Oh my god. I mean,
you can just name it off.
All right, cool. If you want to go to really cheap route, really cheap route, one, get them thrifted. But since flannels are back in season, you're not gonna see so many thrifted flannels right now. Go to Walmart.
Yes.
They have the cheapest flannels that won't fall apart on you for like $10 a pop. Come in a lot of colors, a lot of patterns. So you have the options there. But if you want something that's of quality, that has a little bit of a higher price, go to Target. They have their flannels. I feel in them now, and they're like top of the line, really good flannels. Something you'll get for around like $25, or if you can catch them on a good sale, like $20. So yeah, go to Target. They're not sponsoring us, but they're just what I highly recommend to you guys.
Yes. And to be honest with you, that's pretty much it. There's not really, if you want to go H&M, they're all right, but not a lot of good places to get flannels, to be honest. Like I'm gonna say that someone's gonna be like, heck no, and they're gonna show you the best top notch, and I'm not sure if it is or not, but that's where me and Zach mainly get our flannels from. So yeah. But with that
said,
all right.
Oh, you want to you want to try to close this out? I mean, it's something that I usually do, but
no, I was saying on that note, and then that's what I was.
Okay.
We'll get better on it.
All right, we'll get better on it. We'll get better with that. But guys, if you made it this far to the end of the podcast, for one, bravo, you stuck with us through like possibly. I'm not crapping on us, but this is probably our worst podcast we're gonna have on this channel. But that's out of the sense of, hey, we are doing this for the first time on YouTube. So it'll only get better from here. But if you guys are sticking around to the end of this video, thank you guys so much for your love and support. Be sure to hit like. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can keep up with more and more of our podcasts as we're dropping them. We're dropping them every single Thursday. Be sure to be following us on all social medias. I have my own YouTube channel. It's HB Fashion. Be sure to go follow me on there. I post a lot about men's fashion, grooming, lifestyle, relationship advice on there. Follow us both on Instagram at Mr. HB Fashion. Follow our boy Rome with Fashion. Same thing for TikTok. We both share the same usernames on there too. Again, post a lot of great content about men's fashion on there, so you guys can get some good tips, some good inspired looks. But with that said, thank you guys so much for joining in with us. I am Mr. HB Fashion.
Your boy Rome with Fashion.
And this is Button Up.
Peace.